Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan at eto nga mga ka-review natin sa umpisa pa lang iyakan na. Nako, Senator Chis Escudero pinatahimik si Luestro. Kinain ng buhay ni Atty. Sheila pinakita ang ebidensya. Nako, yan po ang ating alamin mga kababayan sa video ito. Pero bago po natin simulan yan, palike naman po ng video ito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po. At eto nga mga kababayan, no? Bago po natin i-play yung ating video, eto pasadahan po muna natin to mga ka-review natin, no. Ito pong si Atty. Sheila, no, ay talagang pinaiyak po si Luestro mga kababayan sa pahayag na ito. Sabi po kasi dito mga kababayan, the burden of proof never shift. Ayan mga ka-review natin. Sabi po dito, he who accuses must prove his allegations with evidence that meets not only the degree of proof required but also the standard of admissibility, credibility, relevance, materiality, and competence. Unless the prosecution discharges that burden, the accused need not even offer evidence on her behalf. Yan na. And she will be entitled to an acquittal. This is the law, then this is the law now. O kung ano man yung batas noon, ganun pa rin ang batas ngayon, no? Ang burden of proof ay nandoon po mga kababayan sa nag-aakusa. Wala po sa inaakusahan. Sino po bang inaakusahan? Sino po bang tanga, no? Na inaakasuhan ka na nga, ikaw pa magbibigay ng ebidensya. Kayo ang magbigay ng ebidensya kasi kayo ang nag-aakusa, di ba? Yung po kasi ang ginawa nila mga kababayan doon sa House of Representatives. Kaya nga po nag-fishing expedition sila, di ba? Para makakuha ng mga ebidensya kay BP Sara. Ayaw ni BP Sara umaten. Kaya nagalit sila mga kababayan. Di ba? Yan, tandaan mo yan Luestro, the burden of proof never shift. Na always po yan na yung nag-aakusa ang magbibigay, ang maglalatag ng ebidensya. Sasagot lang yung depensa. Ano ba ito si Jervil Luestro, no? Sabi po dito ng ating mga kababayan, sabi po ni Lucy, nice explanation. Saludo ko nimo attorney season, ma'am, salamat. Ayan, palakpakan po natin. Sabi naman po ni Nessa, Luestro never gets tired of being burned anytime, no? Every time comes with the maleta package, I think. Siyempre, makakapal ang mga mukha nito mga kababayan. Pag maleta pong pinag-uusapan, kahit siguro mga pride nila, mga kaluluwa nila, mga kababayan, ay itataya na nila mga ka-review natin. Alright, sabi pa po dito, very intelligent defense lawyer, very clear to explain regarding the point of the Philippine Constitution, brilliant mind. Ayan mga kababayan, palakpakan po natin yan. Si Atty. Sheila. Sabi naman po, marami nag-aano dito, nagre-regards po. Sabi po dito ni Asna, Atty. Sheila Season, mula ngayon ay idol na kita. Ayan, palakpakan po natin. Ano pong masasabi niyo dyan mga kababayan sa sinasabi po ni Atty. Sheila Season na the burden of proof never shift and it always the accuser, no? The one who accuses ang mag-present ng ebidensya laban po sa inaakusahan nila, di ba? At eto pa mga kababayan, sabi naman po dito ni talagang nadali po si Sherwin Gatchalian mga kababayan. Ito, unahin muna natin to. Talagang pahiyang-pahiya po dito si Sherwin Gatchalian mga kababayan. Sabi po dito mga kababayan, ayan no. Sherwin Gatchalian, dalawa na sila ni Escudero. Dalawa na sila ni Escudero na nakaupo sa taas. Aray ko po. Sabi po dito ni Atty. Edward Chico, kawawa naman si Gatchalian, nakaupo pa rin sa taas kahit wala na siyang ganap. Napipilitan siyang mag-take kunwari ng notes para magmukhang kasali. Ayan na. Kasi Gatchalian, ha? Atat kang maging Senate President tapos hindi mo pala kayang gampanan ang pagiging presiding officer. Ngayon, katawa-tawa ka tuloy dyan. Pwede ba, bumaba ka na lang muna dyan, ibigay mo na lang yan kay Escudero. Di ba? Kasi nakakaasiwa pong pagtingnan, dalawa kayo dyan. Ano? Dalawa yung presiding officer. Di ba? O, kasi, siguro ko ito si Gatchalian, napilit lang ito ni Soto. Di ba? Kasi siya po ang pinili ni Soto na maging Senate President. Hindi abogado mga kaubayan. Ngayon, napipilitan sila na si Senator Chis Escudero ang paupuin dyan. O, ito po ang naging komento ng ating mga kaubayan patungkol dyan mga kaubayan at aray ko po ha. Yan, sabi po dito itong post ni ha. Sabi, quick 5K run before BCD. Run ka pa. Hindi ka rin naman magiging presiding officer. Di ba? Palagi siyang nagpo-post ng kanyang mga exercise, di ba? Gym. Nag-gym pa yan Alam mo, pag nag-gym ka, hindi naman utak ang nagiging healthy sa iyo, di ba? Dapat libro, oo. Libro ang kainin mo dahil yan ang pinili niyong profesyon di ba? Sabi naman po ni Jack sa awit, SP ka pero ginawa kang tagalista ng mga pasaway. Ayan mga kaubayan. Sekretary ka na lang muna ngayon. Tagalista ng noise sa room. Aray ko po. Can't roll the law. Instead, bend the law. Correct. Diba? Pinipilit kasi nagmukha tuloy tanga. Ayan na. Nakakahiya ka, Winning. Sabi po ni Johnson. Sabi ni Nora, ganyan makipaglaro ang master. Tinitingnan nila ang magiging hatol ni Keso. Diyan pag nagkamali ka ng hatol dyan, tuloy ang kaso. Di ibig sabihin ay itsapera na yun SP. Utakan lang yan. Ganun ba? Nandyan pala si Gatchalian sa tabi ni Escudero para pag nagkamali si Escudero, ay may sisita. Ops, galingan mo naman bro. Diba? Galingan mo naman dahil yung kaso mo nakaabang na. Diba? Ganun ba ang gusto nilang gawin dyan mga kaubayan? Aray ko po. So kinokontrol nila si Escudero. I don't think so Sabi pa po dito, para kunwari may alam mo yun. Mag-take notes na lang para kunwari may alam si Gatchalian, no? Ito pa, pinasadahan din po siya, no? Ito, nagbigay ng reaction din si Attorney Rowena Guanzon dito kay Gatchalian. Sabi naman po dito, inaasar nyo yung sa amin. Kasi shortest serving SP, si Alan Cayetano, mga kaubayan, di ba? Yung sa inyo nga, dekorasyon lang ano kayo ngayon? Sana tinabi na lang kay Supremo na member ng silent committee. Ayan mga kaubayan. Correct. Di ba? Senate President. Tagalista lang. Aray ko po. Sabi naman po dito ng ating mga kaubayan sa comment ni Attorney Rowena Guanzon, sa mga nagtatanong kung bakit may kasama si Gatchalian, sabi po ni Steward, ganyan po talaga pag student permit lang ang hawak kayo. Student permit lang pala. Dapat may kasamang license driver. Ayan. At pakilagyan na lang po ng decoration yang katabi ni Chisa. Sa Bisaya po ang tawag namin dyan, kahoy-kahoy. Ayan mga kaubayan, nyo naman ang dekorasyon. Sabi ni Alan, pambansang dekorasyon. Yan, nabansagan katuloy ngayon. SP, tawagan pa rin natin SP Gatchalian. Anyway, ano pong masasabi niyo dyan mga kaubayan? Just comment down below. At syempre, eto na, pasadahan na po natin yung video. Pasok.
Ito ang balita ngayon. Kapapasok lang na balita, July 6, 2026, matapos nanguna sa impeachment trial laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Representative Kervil Luistro, tila sobrang kahihiyan ang inabot at tila kinain ng buhay ni Lead Defense Counsel Attorney Sheila Sison at nilatagan ng batas at tila pinangaralan sa ikinasang impeachment trial laban sa pangalawang Pangulo na si Vice President Sara Duterte. Pero bago ang lahat, kung bago ka pa lamang sa aming channel, please huwag kalimutang mag-like, subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para mas maging updated ka pa lalo sa lahat pa ng bagong video na i-upload namin. At eto na nga mga kababayan, Lead Defense Counsel ni Vice President Sara at Representative Luistro nagtapatan sa pagbubukas ng impeachment. Nagkaroon agad ng tapatan sa impeachment court
Maganda
ang
to.
lead counsel ni Vice President Sara Duterte na si Attorney Sheila Sison at House Lead Prosecutor Gervil Luistro. Nagumpisa ang diskusyon matapos magmusyon si Luistro na ikonsidera na not guilty ang plea ni Duterte dahil sa hindi ito dumalo sa unang araw ng impeachment trial. Question din ni Attorney Sheila Sison ang motion ni Luistro at tinanong kung gusto na bang ma-arraign si Duterte.
Alam mo si Luestro parang hindi nagbabasa ng mga rules, no? Sabi nga po ng official diyan ng impeachment court, anong tawag diyan? Yung clerk, di ba? Sabi nga po hindi naman po obligado ang vice presidente na umattend diyan sa trial na yan. Kasi mayroon naman po siyang mga attorney, mga kababayan, di ba? Sana nagbabasa ka po ng mga balita para na-absorb mo, di ba?
Duterte ngayong araw. Paliwanag din ni Attorney Sheila Sison ay kinukonsidera na dumalo si Duterte sa impeachment trial dahil sa dumalo naman ang mga abogado na nagre-representa sa kanya. Sa huli, ibinasura ni Presiding Officer Chis Escudero ang naging motion ni Gervil Luistro na ma-arraign o mabasahan agad ng sakdal si Vice President Sara Duterte dahil ayon sa
Apurado,
batas at
no?
tuntunin ng
Apurado talaga itong si Luestro, mga kababayan, nag-aapura. Wala sa lugar no? Gusto niyang umatin si BP Sara. Na wala naman sa hindi naman po yan mandatory, no? Voluntary po siguro ang pag-attend kasi sabi nga nung clerk hindi naman po obliged si BP Sara.
impeachment, sapat na ang naisumiting formal na sagot ng Vice Presidente at hindi na kailangang pilitin ang kanyang personal na pagdalo para lamang sa isang arraignment.
Your Honor, whether this is arraignment or otherwise, the motion of the prosecution is very much consistent with the Senate rules on impeachment.
I think the question, Your Honor, is very simple.
As I have
It's
mentioned,
answerable
Your
by
Honor.
Yes or no, Your Honor.
Rule
Is the
7,
lead prosecutor.
Rule 9,
Is the lead
Let this
prosecutor
not be a debate between the
requesting
councils.
for the respondent accused to
Counsel
be
for
arraigned, Your
respondent.
Honor?
the prosecution respectfully moves for the reading of the 4 articles of impeachment and the entry of the corresponding answer or plea for each article of impeachment, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is consistent to the Senate rules on impeachment, particularly Rule 7, Your Honor, the last paragraph of which mentions about failure to appear, failure of the lawyer to appear, and failure to file answer. There should be an entry of plea of not guilty. Likewise, Your Honor, under Rule 9 of the Senate Rule of an Impeachment, which says that the person impeached shall then be called to appear and answer the articles of impeachment against him or her. In this rule, Your Honor, it was likewise provided that the name of the person appearing in behalf of the respondent should be entered into the record. And by the answer, Your Honor, it is humbly believed that it pertains to the particular plea of whether guilty or not guilty of the respondent, Your Honor. Likewise, Your Honor, under Rule 21, Your Honor, the trial of all the articles of impeachment shall be completed before the senators vote on the final question of whether or not the impeachment is sustained. It is gleaned from this rules, Your Honor, that the senators will be voting on a per article basis, Your Honor. And that is why it is the humble submission of the prosecution that there should be reading of the article and entry of the particular plea per article, Your Honor. This likewise, Your Honor, manifests our complete adherence to the mandate of the Constitution sa pagbasa po ng mga artikulo ng impeachment at pagpapasok ng sagot ng respondent, maipakita po natin sa sambayanang Pilipino ang ating pagsunod sa mandato ng konstitusyon. Likewise, Your Honor, it upholds due process not only of the respondent but also of the Filipino people. Sa pagbasa po ng mga artikulo ng impeachment, she will be informed of the nature of the accusation against her bago pa po siya sumagot whether she is guilty or not guilty, Your Honor. Likewise, Your Honor, ang 4 na artikulo po ng impeachment ay nakabase sa iba't ibang alegasyon ng facts at iba't ibang nature of accusation or cause of action, Your Honor. And with that, Your Honor, it is perceived that there is a possibility that the plea of the respondent to each and every article will be different from one another, Your Honor. And lastly, Your Honor, this is consistent with the Senate rules on impeachment because the senator judges, the honorable senator judges, Your Honor, will be voting on a per-article basis after the conclusion of the trial of this impeachment case, Your Honor.
The chair will respond. Unless the counsel for respondent would like to say something about the motion of the distinguished lead prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor, may I comment?
The lady
before
may proceed.
Before the presiding officer can rule on the motion or request of the lead prosecutor. But before I give my comment, may I just clarify if the lead prosecutor is now making a motion to arraign the respondent accused.
Your Honor, whether this is arraignment or otherwise, the motion of the prosecution is very much consistent with the Senate rules on impeachment.
I think the question, Your Honor, is very simple.
As I have
It's
mentioned,
answerable
Your
by
Honor,
yes or no, Your Honor.
Rule
Is the
7,
lead prosecutor,
Rule 9,
is the lead
Let this
prosecutor
not be a debate between the
requesting
counsels.
for the respondent accused to
Counsel
be
for
arraigned, Your Honor?
respondent, kindly make your comments and avoid asking questions from the counsel for the prosecutor. We will recognize the counsel for respondent for her comments on the motion and the manifestations made by the lead prosecutor for the House. You may proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe I have a standing question to the lead prosecutor, and I would like to ask her for the legal basis for requiring the respondent to be arraigned today. Because, Your Honor, I note that in her request earlier and manifestations given for the respondent to be arraigned today, she cited Rule 7, Rule 9, and Rule 21. However, in Rule 7, it very clearly states that if the person impeached after service shall fail to appear either in person or by counsel on the day so fixed, or appearing shall fail to file his answer to such articles of impeachment, the trial shall proceed nevertheless as upon a plea of not guilty. Well, this rule is clear. It does not talk about any arraignment. And if we take a look at this sentence, everything here has been satisfied. The respondent accused is here, has attended through counsel. She may not be in person, but the notice given to the defense is that she may appear through counsel. Second thing is that the respondent accused was also able to file her answer. And so Rule 7 does not support the request of the lead prosecutor that the respondent accused be arraigned today. Now, on the matter of Article 9, counsel also say that the person impeached shall then be called to appear and answer the articles of impeachment against him or her. And if he or she appears, or any person for him or her, the appearance shall be recorded, stating particularly if by himself or by agent or counsel, naming the person appearing in the capacity in which or he appears. If he or she does not appear, either personally or by agent or counsel, the same shall be recorded. And for all intents and purposes, respondent is present today through counsel. There is also nothing in Rule 9 that requires the reading of a 23-page articles of impeachment, which will be a waste of judicial time. Now, finally, under Rule 21, Your Honor, may I just correct the manifestation earlier by counsel because it would seem to me, unless a reading of the transcript would say that I'm mistaken, but I seem to have heard the lead prosecutor claim that the voting on the articles of impeachment will be per article. Well, that's true, but the first sentence of Rule 21 says, the trial of all the articles of impeachment shall first be completed before the senators vote on the final question on whether or not the impeachment is sustained. Now, honestly, I do not see how Rule 21 is related to the motion now being requested or propounded by the lead prosecutor. And at any rate, Your Honor, given that the respondent is represented by her counsel today, and this is consistent, her appearance is consistent with the notice given and in accordance with the rules on rules of procedure of this court, then we can enter her plea on her behalf.
The arguments of the parties are duly noted. Chair will now make its ruling. The articles of impeachment were deemed read and spread into the records when it was referred by the Senate to the Committee on Justice for the proper issuance of summons. And a plea of not guilty will only be entered in accordance with our rules in behalf of the Vice President if she does not file an answer. But in this case, she has filed an answer and in fact has appeared through counsel. Insofar as the reading of the articles of impeachment is concerned, it will be done at the final resolution of this case when it is put to a vote by the senator judges, where each article of impeachment will be read before a vote shall be taken thereon. For those reasons, the motion is denied, and the lead prosecutor, Representative Luis Rob, may proceed with.
So yan mga kababayan, denied. Okay, denied po yung motion ni Luestro, mga kababayan. So yan, pinakain po agad ng matinding ebidensya or impormasyon. Ano mo masasabi natin dito? Batas, ayan pinakain ng batas. Hindi alam ni Luestro kasi kung hindi naman siya magmo-motion ng ganun, kung alam niya yung rules at saka yung batas, mga kababayan, pagdating po dyan, no? Kaya masasabi natin, good job, Good job, Attorney Sheila Sison, no? Malaki ang chance natin dito. Malaki ang chance natin dito na manalo. Kasi mga bugok pala yung mga bugok pala yung mga prosecutor mga kababayan. Kaya good job, Attorney Sheila. Ayan, mga kababayan, palakpakan po natin. At syempre, ayan, mga kababayan, ano pong inyong opinion dyan? Just comment down below at huwag mong kalimutang i-like ang video ito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po.